Alright, guys, it's your boy Bob coming back to you again with another message of peace. I salute you as always in the name of peace. But before all, let's thank the Almighty for allowing us to be alive another day. Let's thank Him for peace. Let's thank Him for wealth. Let's thank Him for health. Let's thank Him for prosperity in our lives. But above all, let's thank Him for love. Amen. Guys, I just want to share with you few understanding that I have come to understand from my own perspective about how a relationship can work. Because we have to come to this realization, right? A relationship is just like a business. You want to find a business partner that you can work with in your own business. And what can be a bigger business than your own relationship? Because 99% of your life, a lot of times, is rotating around your relationship. If your home is not running good, if you go outside, you'll be thinking about it all day. If you truly care about it, you will try to run away from your own home and find happiness somewhere else. But how come, what about if you can make home work so you don't have to run outside? This is what I want to talk to you about today. First of all, it takes two to play a game. So a relationship takes two people to work it. Both parties can sit down and have a conversation as to what they can do to make this relationship work. Each party will bring what they have to say on the table, what they want, they like, they dislike, whatever they want from the relationship. The other party also do the same thing. Then they will sit down and work things out, and then try to work things that can be worked out, and the things that both parties think may not be able to work out, they can try to eliminate that in the relationship, or try to compromise some other stuff. Because in a relationship, every single one in that relationship have their own ways of going in life. Let's say one partner enjoy having sex a lot of times, and then the other party is not that much interested in sex. The party that is not interested in sex so much must have to compromise with the other party, so that at least if you are not going to do it every day or every week, to talk about how you guys can work things out more, because it's not about you alone. Now you are with another person. Let's say you live in this city and the other party say they don't want this city, they want to move to another city. Both parties have to sit down and then talk about moving into the other city that the other partner wants to move in. And then the party that doesn't want to move in that city can say the reason they do not want to move in that city, or why they're still staying here. At least both of them can work things out and figure out something. Let's say you have children. The other party say the children need a better education or a better environment. The other party can say, you know what, let's move into that city because they have better schools, better housing, better educations, better environment, better healthcare, and better in every other things. The other party can look at this and consider what the other party is saying, and then compromise and move into that place. Or if it's not the right moment for that the other party that doesn't want to move, let's say job related, you can talk to the other party and tell them, give me this time so I can move to the other city, so we can move together. Or let's try a plan how we're going to work about it, or how we're going to do about it. Let's say the other party want to travel all the time, but the other party think it's a waste of money. Both parties can decide You want to travel all the time. What about if we travel twice a year this time, at least? We can go to this state this year, and next year we can go to this year, or this month, and after 6 months we go to this place. They can work things out. Whatever is wrong in the relationship, both parties have to sit down and talk about it. And then one thing I want to stress upon is that in a relationship, you have to stop keeping scores about things that you are doing in the relationship. Stop thinking in a way that the other party is using you. If you feel about that, bring the other party and talk to them. This is how you feel. Express yourself to them, and the other party should listen to you and then consider how you feel and try to adjust what they are doing so they can make your feelings understood or heard, at least, because that also will help a lot. Because majority of people in relationship, number one complaint is that people are in relationship but they are lonely in that relationship. It's like you are living with another person but you feel like you are not with another person. Explain to them. Let's say if they don't have time for you, tell them, you know what, I feel like you do not have time for me. The other party can say, I believe I'm giving you enough of my time. What is it that I'm not giving? The other party can also explain what they're lacking or how they feel the way they feel. And the other party can adjust. Because remember, guys, right? When you wake up and look around yourself, you see millions of women or millions of guys. And then among all of those people, you choose one to live with. This is something that you have taken upon your hands to do and to live by. Therefore, you should consider the other person that you chose to be part of your life. Because if you just come into a relationship with another person, right, and you're only looking at what you want, you tell me, how long are you going to stay like that until that relationship breaks? You will be going outside complaining to people that your relationship is not working because of the other person. But you have not looked at yourself first. Like for me, I think it's good sometimes to call your partner and then find out what are you doing in the relationship that the other partner is not happy with. What can you change and how can you make things better? And listen to the other partner. Let them talk without you jumping in. Let them talk, listen to them, hear them, and understand what they're saying. And then do not just look for yourself. Because if you wanted just to be focused on yourself, you wouldn't have gotten married or getting into a relationship. You'd have just stayed single and do whatever the hell you want to do. But the minute you chose the other person, you decided to be with them, now you have brought someone else into your own home or into your own center or into your own surrounding. Everything in this life works by communication. A president to be elected, there has to be votes. A parliament to be elected, there have to be votes. Everything that runs a country, people have to come together, sit down. Each one will bring their own idea, and then we follow that, and then we work through it. A company, the same way. And the family also work the same way. But the reason why most of us are suffering in our relationship, a lot of times, is because we do not look within ourselves. We just go on blaming people, but we never blame ourselves. There is a beautiful verse in the Quran that says, in the day of judgment, the devil will say one thing. He will tell the other people, do not blame me, but blame yourself. Now, why is God revealing that to us in the Quran? Many Muslims will misunderstand that verse. But as for me, what I see is that the devil is telling you, blame yourself. because you are responsible for everything that happens to you in your life. If your relationship is not working, maybe there is something that you are not doing right, and you don't want to be given feedback that you are not doing right. When your partner sometimes is complaining to you, you think they are picking on you or they are judging you, and then you block yourself, and then you don't want to hear them, and then you go out there ignoring them, and then trying to find something outside that can replace what you are lacking in your relationship. And you start a spiral, and that spiral will take you to misery before you realize what you have been doing and come to terms into yourself. You have gone down very far away. But to avoid that, sit down with your partner. Let's say if your partner doesn't want to be with you no more, or they are not attracted to you any longer, or they don't see the need of staying with you, they should be able to tell you that, so you know where you are standing. So in that way, you guys can depart peacefully without holding grudges, without even judging any person. They don't want to be with you no longer, let there be so. You move on with your life and start at zero, or work in yourself and find until you find another partner that you can be with. The only thing that can make a relationship work, I tell you guys, is communication. When you communicate your need and wants and desire to your partner, if they are not listening to you or they do not care what you are saying, then that partner doesn't want to be with you. Then you can find your way out. Because if you are in business with someone and then you come to tell them that they are coming late every day, they are not calling clients, they are not filling up the missing merchandise or the empty shelves, they are not taking notes, they are not doing anything, therefore our business is being bankrupt. Can you do better? If they don't want to do better to make the business right, then obviously, if you don't want your business to fall down, you have to remove that partner in your business so that your business can grow. Look at all these biggest companies. If a CEO is not doing right things, the investors will sit down and ask the CEO what's going on. If he's not working good or he's not doing the right thing, they will take him out and bring another person to be the leader of the business, because they have their money invested into that business and they do not want their money to go into waste because of one person. One love, guys.